Hi, I'm Niall Strickland, CEO of GrowthOracle Dot Com, HowsMyBusinessDoing Dot Com, and Niall Strickland Dot Com. For anyone that does not know me yet, I'm a management expert who has developed a range of automated business assessment tools, particularly for business consultants or advisors, as well as for small and medium business owners. This video explains top grading and how it can improve a business's hiring success rate. Would you be surprised to hear that out of every 12 people hired, that 3 are C players with mediocre to poor performance? 6 are B players with average to good performance, and only 3 are A players who consistently display excellent performance. This means that only 25% of the people your business typically hires are at the top of their game. This is kind of scary, particularly when you consider that the cost of mishires is multiples of a person's salary. And it does not get any better if you use outside agencies to help you to hire the talent. So why do common hiring practices fail? Number 1, dishonesty. C players in particular lie on resumes and in interviews. 2, incomplete information. This results from shallow competency interviews. 3, lack of verifiability. Most reference calls are useless due to bias. Then top grading came along and became a game changer. Top grading techniques put forward by Bradford D. Smart increased the number of A players hired to between 80 and 90% on average. This is a massive shift from the typical 25% achieved by most businesses using traditional hiring methods. Although I can summarize the steps in the top grading process here, I'm unable to show it visually for copyright reasons. Step 1. Use the TORC technique. TORC stands for Threat of Reference Check. This very simply tells the candidates at every stage of the hiring process that they will have to arrange personal reference calls with former bosses and others just prior to a job offer. It is a really effective way to ensure that candidates tell the whole truth, and you will find that C players that overinflate their resumes or talk up their achievements in interview will quickly drop out of the hiring process of their own accord. Step 2. Use the top grading career history form to produce the top grading snapshot. This is an extended version of a typical online application form that results in a multicolour picture of the most revealing aspect of a candidate's career history, as well as crucial information including dates, job titles, compensation history, etc. It also looks at reasons for leaving each employer. It achieves a high level of honesty by highlighting the TORC technique in the instructions for filling out the form. The graphical nature of the top grading snapshot immediately alerts the hire to anomalies and inconsistencies, or alternatively to consistent career and salary growth, making it easy to screen the candidates for interview or rejection. Step 3. Use the starter top grading interview guide. This is a full interview question set with room for you to record answers on the form. Ideally, you should do interviews in tandem with another person in your organisation, and both of you should fill out the form and alternate the questioning. All you have to do is read the questions, take notes and ask follow-up questions. You start again by letting the candidate know that they will have to arrange phone calls with previous bosses before a job offer can be made. If they are still employed with a company from which you would like to get a reference, you can instead ask them to arrange for you to speak with a former boss or executive in that business that has moved on to a different employer. You will use the guide to ask the candidate to describe every job in chronological order and to specifically describe every success, failure, key decision and key relationship, including guesses as to how all bosses will rate them. Ask candidates to arrange personal reference calls with their former bosses as well as others you may choose. No phone tag. They must present you with agreed dates and times. I've no connection with Bradford D. Smart or his organisation, and I don't receive any compensation for summarising his work here. Click on the link on your screen now to view the typical characteristics of an A player and see the 12 top grading steps you need to take to ensure you hire 90% high performers. Why not also subscribe to the blog so that you can automatically receive free weekly tips and updates from me on issues affecting small and medium businesses.